the smoker was about 12 feet from where my head was sleeping through the wall, obviously. And the smoke kept blowing in and I kept having dreams about pulled pork sandwiches all night. Kerry here from HomesteadHow. Welcome to our homestead. In today's episode, I'm going to smoke a pork shoulder. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on this, and it's pretty darn simple. You pat it down. You leave this fat on it, and we're going to smoke it the fat side up. Alright, so this is real simple. We got the pork shoulder, we got some yellow mustard, and then we got some barbecue rub. Now I have this stuff that I mixed up myself the other day, and it was really good. It was a little bit spicier. Or you could buy something like this. It's just an original dry rub for smoking and barbecuing. This has got, let's see, sugar, chili pepper, paprika, some spices. That's basically what this has in it. This has a little bit of brown sugar, and it's got a little bit more cayenne in it. It's a little spicier. I like it a little hotter. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. I'm going to do all of this. And then you use this yellow mustard, which sounds gross, but you don't even taste it afterwards. This is just a binder so that the rub sticks to it. So you get this all over the meat. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to go out and fire up the smoker. The smoker's going to run at 225. And then I'm going to put the temperature probes in it and keep a close eye on it. Ooh, that comes out quick. Trying to get this all over the ground. The ribs just coming off the bone, so delicious. I would argue they're even more delicious than going to like a fancy barbecue place. In a fancy barbecue place, it's really, really good, but they're mass producing it and they're doing dozens and dozens of ribs, whereas I'm doing one and paying really close attention to it and babying it and spraying it with some apple cider vinegar in between and keeping a really close eye on it. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit for 10-15 minutes, and while I do that, I'm going to get the smoker going, and then I'm going to double check my recipe. But the recipe was basically smoke it at 225. It could take 12 to 16 hours. And instead, some people will wrap it like in between, or you can just let it go. I'm going to just try letting it go. And I think it said, like if you want it super, super, super tender, let it get up to almost 200 degrees internal temperature, but you could pull it off earlier than that at like 175. I got to read the directions again. This thing is going to be in there all night at 225, cooking low and slow, and I'm going to keep an eye on it with the temperature probe in there, monitoring it on my app overnight. Alright, so we're going to fire up the Yoder Smoker. I got this little container. This has been helpful. I got my high temperature glove, instant read thermometer. This is new. I got to still use this. The temperature probe, so I'm going to get one of these temperature probes out of here. And I've got my instruction manual and a couple other things in there. Super simple. Push this button. It'll take a little while to warm up. I got it full of pellets to the top. That should be enough to get us through the night. This is cool. It's got all the temperatures on here. So bare minimum for pork is 145. See everything? Just press the start button. It's going to heat up to 350 unless I lower the temp. I want to lower the temp to 225. Now you can hear the pellets starting to fall in there. And before it gets too hot, I'm going to run my temperature probe through here. This is a really cool feature. You see a lot of people grilling, they just put it here and then they shut the door on the cord. This actually has a little flap, a little door here that goes through, and it's minimally open because it's got that little cutout for the cord there. So that'll go right in the meat. And then we're going to put this into temperature 1. And I'll be able to monitor the whole thing on my phone.
I don't know where it got it last. So.
I've got that fat side up. I've heard some people say do it fat side down, others say do it fat side up. Put the probe in the middle. Actually, I don't want to put it right there. That's where the bone is. Right there in the middle. And now we're going to say goodbye to this thing for another 12 or 15 hours. 6 o'clock in the morning. Just got an alert on my phone. Our pork shoulder is at 194. It's almost at 195. It's almost ready to take off. I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put it in this container. I'm going to put some foil over it, and then I'm going to wrap it up in this towel and let it rest for like an hour.
You look like you just woke up.
Is it going?
Yes.
Alright, if it looks like I just woke up, it's because I just woke up. This thing smoked all night, and then I woke up at about 5 o'clock, but I got up too early because the smoker was about 12 feet from where my head was sleeping through the wall, obviously. And the smoke kept blowing in, and I kept having dreams about pulled pork sandwiches all night. So anyways, I woke up a little too early, and then eventually this got up to temperature, and I pulled it off. As you see in the video, it's been sitting under this towel, resting. It's still warm. Well, it's had 2 hours to rest, 1 to 2 hours to rest, I don't remember. That's what they say on all the barbecue shows, is you want that nice bark. Oh, it smells good. There's not even, this is a rub on it. There's no sauce. It's like it makes its own barbecue sauce. How do you think I should do this, Jen? So you can put it in here and shred it up? Stop being a vegetarian, Jen. All right, so the pulled pork is all done. Tastes really good. I had a few bites, and now I'm gonna make 2 sandwiches. One for me, one for Lily. Just made this amazing looking sandwich, and now we're gonna try it. That's a big sandwich. It was really, really good. I hate this part of the video because everyone always goes, "Oh, it's so good." It's really, really good. It's delicious.